Brighten your spring farmhouse with budget-friendly DIY decor in pale lemon and sky blue tones. Hi friends, welcome back to Decor. I'm Emma, and I'm so glad you're here. If you're new to the channel, I create cozy, warm, and practical home design content, especially when it comes to interior decorating ideas that make a big impact without breaking the bank. Today, I want to walk you through a beautiful spring refresh for your farmhouse-style space, using soft, budget-friendly DIY decor in the most peaceful color pairing, pale lemon and sky blue. These hues bring so much light and serenity into a room, perfect for capturing that calm springtime feeling we're all craving. Whether you're looking to redo your whole living room or just sprinkle in a few seasonal touches, this journey is about simple joys, fresh palettes, and creative moments at home. Let me tell you how this all started. A few weeks ago, I was sitting by the kitchen window with a cup of chamomile tea, just watching the last of winter melt away. I looked around my living space, still dressed in cozy browns and deep greens from the holidays, and realized it needed a little lift. Not a big renovation or anything overwhelming, just a soft nudge into spring. So I thought, what colors say sunlight and sky, freshness and ease? And there it was, pale lemon and sky blue. These shades are the kind that immediately soften the energy of a room. They're cheerful, but not loud. Light, but not sterile. So I challenged myself to put together a few DIYs, using items I already had or could thrift, and build a whole farmhouse-inspired spring look around them. started with textiles because they're one of the easiest ways to shift a room's mood. I made simple pillow covers using an old tablecloth I found at a local thrift store. A perfect faded sky blue with a tiny floral print. I paired them with pale yellow napkins from a clearance bin and stitched up a few envelope-style pillow covers. No zippers, just quick seams and soft textures. When I threw them on the white slip-covered couch, it was like a little sunrise had settled in. They brought that light touch of spring I was looking for. And because it's DIY, you can adjust the fabric, scale, and color balance however you like. That's the beauty of decorating this way. It's personal, relaxed, and forgiving. Next up was the entryway. I always think of the entry as the smile of the home. It greets you, sets the tone, and invites you in. So I created a small pale lemon bench cushion, using leftover foam from an old chair pad, and some cheerful yellow gingham fabric. Overhead, I hung a DIY painted sign made from reclaimed wood, and stenciled the words "Fresh Beginnings" in a soft sky blue. It sounds simple, and it is, but when the sun hits it in the morning, it feels like a breath of fresh air. I added a glass jar with branches and tiny faux yellow buds to the console table, and suddenly, the whole space felt like it was blooming. In the kitchen, I kept the DIYs minimal but impactful. I painted some old mason jars in layers of chalky blue and creamy lemon, then sanded them lightly for a rustic finish. They now hold cooking utensils, wildflowers, and even dish brushes. It's funny how a little paint and time can turn clutter into charm. I also sewed a quick sky blue runner with pale yellow stitching for the kitchen table, and added a thrifted basket filled with faux lemons and eucalyptus. It's so simple, but it brings that spring fresh farmhouse feeling right into the heart of the home. For the dining nook, I really leaned into layering. I draped an old linen curtain panel, again in pale lemon, over the table as a casual tablecloth. On top, I layered blue and white enamel plates I found at a yard sale last summer, and mismatched pale blue glasses I've collected over time. I tied a bit of twine around folded cloth napkins, and tucked a sprig of lavender into each one. It doesn't have to be fancy. In fact, the more relaxed it feels, the more welcoming it becomes. That's what I love about farmhouse decor. It's less about matching perfection and more about creating space for life. One of my favorite DIYs from this project was a set of hanging wall vases made from recycled bottles. I painted each in alternating pale lemon and sky blue, then wrapped the tops in jute and hung them from a driftwood branch with twine. Filled with dried daisies and little sprigs of greenery, they make the perfect little statement piece over the reading corner. I paired that with a cozy vintage chair draped in a faded blue throw and a soft yellow lumbar pillow. It's now my favorite place to sip tea and read in the afternoons. In the bedroom, I kept it extra gentle. I swapped out our heavy winter bedding for crisp white sheets, added a pale lemon quilt I thrifted years ago, and stitched up some simple sky blue pillowcases. I hung a lightweight, gauzy yellow curtain to catch the breeze. On the nightstand, a blue mason jar lamp and a tiny vintage book stack in pastel shades. It's subtle but intentional. Every color choice, every little touch speaks to the feeling of renewal, of gentleness, of leaning into a slower rhythm. And that's the heart of it, decorating not just with your eyes, but with your spirit. If you're feeling inspired, I hope you take this as permission to make small, slow changes, things that feel good to you. Budget-friendly doesn't mean boring, and DIY doesn't mean difficult. Pale lemon and sky blue may seem like simple colors, but when used with care, they invite in so much light and calm. There's something so meaningful in the act of choosing beauty, especially when it's made with your own hands. That's what I love sharing here at Decor. It's not about chasing trends. It's about cultivating peace and comfort in your space. As we wrap up, I just want to encourage you to look around your home today and ask, what can I brighten, soften, or simplify? Maybe it's one pillow, one corner, or one color. That's all it takes to begin. This journey into spring with pale lemon and sky blue has reminded me that we don't need more. We just need intention, creativity, and a little bit of courage to try. Thank you for spending this calm moment with me. I hope it sparked something lovely inside you. And if you try any of these ideas or feel inspired by the tone and texture of today's palette, please share with me in the comments or tag at Decorilo on Instagram. You're part of this beautiful, welcoming home design community, and I love seeing how your creativity blooms. Until next time, keep decorating with heart, and remember, it's the little touches that make a house a home.